and I'm going to try and avoid my usual desire for symmetry and kind of build it however. I got more spaces this way, so we might as well build it off to the side a little bit. Oops. So we'll start with a little bit of a foundation here. I also don't want to eat up on my fire space. Now, seeing a hole like this peering around, I kind of feel like a meerkat. Whoa. Alright. That'll be fine, I guess. So, if I've got this hole here, let's knock out this wall. Yeah. Little lag there. And then, I guess we'll have to make this the floor. There's really going to be room for a ladder. Or not a ladder, rather a set of stairs. Now, how far down is the base? Yeah, it looks like I have space to put an actual floor in. That would be a wolf, and not one of the good wolves, but one of the bad wolves. They dropped leather, so let's see if we can lure it over. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Thank you. I don't usually use leather for a lot. I generally don't bother with leather armor because it's just not durable enough. And in fact, prior to installing Better Than Wolves, I didn't bother collecting it at all. Unless I was on a multiplayer server and I was selling it. But in Better Than Wolves, you can actually make tanned leather, which you need for some of the machines, like the saw. Okay, that's a bunny. I'm gonna put a bunny hat on. No, bunny hat. Come here. Sword. Thank you. Uber torch. Oh well, he's gone. Bunny hat. There you go. Okay. Now, on the top of the mods that I was thinking of adding, I don't know what adding Millionaire will do to a existing world like this, especially with some chunks already developed. So I don't would be a little bit nervous about that. I'd have to back up the save first, obviously. You should be doing that anyways as you're installing mods. So I guess that's not too big of a deal, but even still. And of course, the survivalism mod just makes me really nervous in general. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, but the limited life thing is makes me extremely nervous. Although I guess it would allow for a logical conclusion to this Let's Play. If I were to run out of lives, then obviously I wouldn't be able to continue it and I'd have to start a new project. Which I guess in that sense is a bit of a bonus. There you go. I guess I did it with my hair. There we go. Now, some of these cobble here are eventually going to be replaced for windows. I love windows, although like I said before, I'm going to try and avoid the usual symmetrical windows that I do. It's actually gotten me in trouble a few times building-wise. I'll build this nice building, I'll have perfectly symmetrical windows, then I'll realize, you know, there's no room for me to build a ladder anywhere, no room for me to build a staircase, and then I'll end up having to tear stuff up. So, as much as I love windows, might have to play around with my video card settings a little bit later. Normally when I play I don't have any frame rate issues at all, so getting this is kind of surprising and irritating. Actually, if anybody has any suggestions, I'd be willing to look into it too. I guess I could always reduce the render distance, or the view distance. Just make it normal. See how that helps. Oh well. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, okay. I tend to also make my buildings 3 high inside just to avoid the claustrophobia effect. It doesn't bother me when I'm mining, but when I'm in a house it's a little bit strange. Okay, so now we'll throw up a ceiling. Maybe I should do a wood ceiling. A wood ceiling and put some half planks around the edges. Let's see how that looks. And of course by wood I mean planks, not logs. Don't know if this will be enough, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. That's actually my usual model. We'll give it a shot and see what happens. Yeah, no, this shouldn't be anywhere near enough. If it is, I will be very, very pleasantly surprised. I don't know what I'm going to put up here yet, aside from my bed. There's no point in having any chests up here, since all my storage is downstairs. I do like bookcases, so I'll probably put like a little mini library up here. I guess this is another case where if people have suggestions, I'll see what I can do to fit it in. Get some lighting. And that's where the door will be. And we did have enough planks. Excellent. I'll go make that door and then make some half steps. There we go. Should be sufficient amount of wood there as well. Excuse me. Let's make double that. I can always save them for later. So it'll give me 27. I don't know if that'll be enough, but if it's not, I can always come back to it and make more. I should really track down and reinstall that multiple use doors mod. It was pretty nice when I had it. Being able to produce half doors and fence gates, stuff that it should already be in here but aren't. I guess sequoias have apples as well. We'll have to alert National Geographic about that. Let's add some regular blocks in here as well. Kind of makes it a little bit nicer from a distance. There we go. Let's go and take a quick look at it from the distance. Yeah, it works. Sonic windows, of course. Looks pretty nice. I like the wood roof. I guess I should toss some torches on here. And then I'll put the windows on in a little bit later. I don't think I have any glass produced right now. Probably remove that. There we go. Now let's go see if we can find that werewolf and put him out of his mercy. I'm thinking it probably despawned by now, though. Yeah, I am pretty sure he's despawned by now. So we got a nice little pond here near the house. Might actually be kind of interesting to line it with something. Maybe not bricks, because that would be a lot of brickwork, but something. I'll figure something out. We could have this as an outdoor pool. Should be kind of neat. Put a little beach house beside it. And of course, having this beacher provides more than enough sand for making glass. And when I originally thought it was an island, and obviously it wasn't, but it might be fun to actually turn it into an island by chopping this section here out. Maybe. I don't know. That's a long-term project for major terraforming, though. So I'm not worried about it right now. Just gonna Yes, worse, I hear you. Good house. See how that iron is doing. Make a couple of tools, maybe. At least an iron shovel. Do I have any wood on me? Yes, I do. Good. Actually, that reminds me. I'm going to grab some sand and start cooking that as well. Just do a half stack for now. Once I can actually get to the nether, then I'll be a lot more satisfied with my fuel situation. So that I can make nether coal. Right. Make one iron pick and one iron shovel. Oh, I guess I should put that door in too. Drop off the bits and pieces I picked up. Drop off the meat I picked up. When I make a cauldron, this meat will come in very handy. So I'll be able to cook it all like in one shot sort of thing. Let's see, anything else I need to drop off? Yes. It's half blocks. I will keep the dirt on me for now. I'll toss the wood. Let's go install that door.